Hello, I'm Marianne Shallcross Smith, known to most as Dr. Daycare in Rhode Island. I'm the mother of 3 adult children and 4 grandchildren, and I've been in early childhood profession for over 41 years. It was a need in the daycare field. I kept getting phone calls all the time, and I realized more and more parents were going back to work, and more parents needed quality childcare. So what I decided to do is open up a child care center. And my first child care center was opened up in 1990, and I grew to over 30 child care centers in the next 20 years. Over the last 41 years in the early childhood profession, I have trained over 3,000 children, 3,000 parents, and have taught well over 500 teachers how to potty train. I bring a personalist perspective. I have 3 adult children that I potty trained, and I have 4 grandchildren and 1 on the way. And it's actually exciting when my kids call me and my in-laws call me when they were potty training the 4 grandchildren, so I could give them great tips on how to easily train children. Let me tell you a little bit about training 2 boys and a girl. My son being the oldest, I started when he was 15 months old. I was a young mother at the time and truly didn't really know what I was doing. And a good friend and neighbor said, you might want to put this away till probably 2.5 years old. Actually, my second son, my stepson, he happened to be a child in my home-based daycare in the day, and training him was so simple because he was being trained with 2 or 3 other children at the same time. And my daughter, by the time she came along 5 years later, it was very, very simple. I had learned quite a bit in toilet training. And actually, she saw so many children in a home-based daycare get trained, she practically trained herself. So there's all different aspects of child development that children can go about in toilet training. My granddaughter is 3 years old. She was trained probably about 6 months ago, and before it was time to train her, I was so excited because my daughter called to my son-in-law and said, Mom, can you come on over for coffee? I want to talk about toilet training Avery. And gave her the tips and gave her some ideas that really work with children, and it was smooth sailing. Real simple. She was trained probably most kids can be trained within a week. I have so much experience in potty training. I've been doing it for over 40 years, and I do have the tricks and trades of potty training. It is the #1 concern, other than sleeping, with parents at my child care centers, that they go through the most very difficult stages for potty training. And I sit there and say, if you do it the Dr. Daycare way, your life is going to be so much more simpler. Thank you for listening, and I'm excited to share with you some tips on how to train your child.